drum load. We have air circulating in this place. Ladies and ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it's that time again where I finished a project that I started earlier today. And that is me, the old humble guy. I could put on my boss hat. When I have the hat on, this particular hat, I am, of course, the boss of the distillery because I own the place, I run the place. But when I put this one on, I'm El Jefe, foreman of my own contractor company and foreman of this particular job here. And if I switch cameras, you'll see the work that I did earlier today.
Is your bar looking a little ordinary? Is it lacking something awesome? Well, head out to your local liquor store and pick up something extraordinary. Grab a bottle of Old Humble Straight Whiskey or Old Humble Special Reserve. They're clean, smooth, easy drinking whiskeys that taste the way whiskey should taste. From humble beginnings to an extraordinary finish, Old Humble whiskeys are what your bar needs today. Walk tall, be awesome, and drink humble. Old Humble Straight Whiskey and Old Humble Special Reserve. Get yours today.
Get yours indeed. So here's the work that we were doing today. Over here up against the wall, you can see there's echoes in here. So I got like a whole thing. But this is a construction zone right now, so I wear my El Jefe hat. This is the wall that I built this morning. 8 foot or 7, actually I believe it's 7 feet exactly. No, 7.5 feet. 7 foot 3 inches on either side. 10 feet tall. It will eventually be placed right about here with 2 walls on either side. And this will be anchored to the ground and anchored on either side to my longer walls, which will be going out here. Then I got my back wall here, which I'm working on there. Now what I have left to do with this one is, of course, putting the studs in the middle. But first things first, I need to measure 16 inches from either side, mark my studs, and then drill them in. And that's it. That's the plan. I got my tool belt. I got my working kilt. And it's time to get crack-a-lackin', kids. I've moved my screen over here so that I can operate my computer. Sunflowers is in the house. I'm going to take this ridiculousness off my head. And oh, that's why it doesn't. That's why it's not clasping. The actual clasp is broken on this. This is actually broken. It's actually broken. That's why it's not staying. It's not because I'm fat. Yes, it's my working kilt. That is 100% what I said, sunflowers. It is called a utilikilt, or the style is a utilikilt. It has pockets that is actually large enough to hold an entire bottle of whiskey. It has pockets that hold an entire bottle of whiskey. All right, now it's time to get started. I need my tape measure. I got my phone. I have my bending pliers over here. Get my broom out of the way. Get you there. Put you right down there next to it. I'm going to set my phone right here. But yeah, it is a working. It's not a dress kilt. It is a working kilt. See, it's got pockets. in which you think I'm joking about the whiskey bottle. It legit, check this out. It fits an entire bottle of whiskey. No need for a flask. So, when you're working, you need a bottle of whiskey. You can put a 6-pack of beer in these pockets. 3 on each side, a full 6-pack of beer. True story. That is a fact. All right. Now we measure the length. This is just a little bit off by ever so slightly off, but that's okay. So we got 16 inches, 16 inches to make our marks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the last one goes there. Now, what some people do not realize is that tape measures, I'm yelling, I don't need to be yelling. Tape measures have marks on them. I did not get it from the Utilikilt company. I bought it off of Amazon from a Utilikilt licensed company. They sold Utilikilts. What the fuck am I doing? I need the studs. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 studs. And no, it does not have a modesty panel. You know what a modesty panel's for? It doesn't have one. You got no use for that. Rude. I'm kidding. But to answer your next question, yes, I am wearing underwear because I'm squirming around on the floor here and I don't want to drag my nuts across the concrete. Backwards. There we go. Post you up that way. Flip you over. Post you up that way. Flip you up. And come on. There we go. All right. Now, this is the easy part. Now we just screw in the screws. Honestly, son, I don't care if they do. I don't need I don't need their approvals. I live my life. All right. Off we go. Well, there we go. Easy money. So it rained. We had what my old band director would have called a gully washer. A gully washer this afternoon. It rained. It rained hard. It didn't pour down rain. It wasn't crazy. Cheers, Jigs. Ah! Put that in his pouch where it belongs. That was a TV show, wasn't it? Men in Kilts. Wasn't that a show? Am I remembering that correctly or incorrectly? Come on, get in there. That was a show. How about that? Okay. I'm just putting in 2 screws on this to screw it in. I wonder if I'm supposed to be putting in 3. I mean, 2 seem to be working okay. And it's not like it has to be hurricane rated or anything like that. It's just a bathroom. I mean, I don't know what people are going to be doing in the bathroom that needs it to be. Hell, I probably only need to put 1 screw in the damn thing. But I guess I'm over-engineering the damn thing because I'm a perfectionist. Oh! That sucked. Alright, and that's why you hold it with your foot and not your leg. That was weird. Alright. So we're on 16 inches on center. Time to switch sides. Whoops. Alright. I'm going to leave y'all here for a minute and go over there. Outlander's on my free TV shows. Ah, cool. I've heard Outlander's a pretty decent show. For what it's worth. I haven't watched it. My wife liked it, if I recall. But I don't believe I watched it. Now, I measured 16 inches from that side. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Measure 16 inches. That way I can ensure my studs are being measured from the right point and they will be in line with each other. So I've got 16, 16, 16, and come on, back where you were. Boom, 16. All right, Y'all see okay? Yeah, y'all can still see me. Okay. So this morning I was talking about the 90s and how what the hell is going on? Oh, you're being a fucking idiot. That's what's going on. Well, I've made the first bona fide mistake of the build. Put this in the wrong spot. There we go. Now, well, shit. It would appear I've got a fairly substantial bend. But it looks like I got it fixed. Good. All right. And that'll work its way out. So what had happened was this was just a quarter of an inch off where it should have been. So this wasn't flush with the header board here, which would have been a problem had I left it be like that. Which is why I tried to fix it. I shouldn't have that problem going forward with any of these others. Till maybe this one. I have that goddamn "If I Were a Fish" song stuck in my head. Shimmering in the sun. It's an adorable song. The first 9,000 times you listen to it, but after that, it's like, get out of my fucking head. I'm tired of it. But anyway, I was talking this afternoon about the 1990s and how it was a great decade. Like, probably the last. We haven't had a decade as good as the 90s since the 90s. There have been none since the 90s. Okay, I measured from this side over. So when I flip it, so skinny. I measure from this side over. This side over. Although I shouldn't have to, but I ought to, just to make sure that I'm putting them on center and they're not warped. Because that could be a problem. Off. Let's get you back on here. Oh, sorry for the staticiness. Fixed? Nope. Hello, testing. Are we in? Are we in? All right. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. All right.
If I were a fish and you caught me, you'd say, look at that fish, and then you throw me back in the water and wonder why you had to catch fish that looked like a person, 'cause that's weird.
There we go. All right, get it on there. There we go. All right. So yeah, Jigs, this is the bathroom. I am currently working in the tasting room area. So the space where I'm yelling by habit, and I need to stop. Uh, what are things? Hang on. What? What are things walls going for? I don't know. Sunflower. I don't know what that means. What are things walls going for? Um, time travel like both shows. Jigs. I love go over to Scotland and explore. Really am considering now since I can grab a non-stop flight to Ireland for only. Oh wow, that's cheap for Ireland. Love to see the castles and distilleries. Uh, oh yeah, see my options were jeans or my long cargo pants. I didn't have any shorts that were clean. Um, Talking into the wrong camera. I didn't have any shorts that were clean, so it was this or, like I said, the long. Um, is it like this? Does it go back here behind my neck like this? Like that? That'll work. It's fine. Whatever. Um, so yeah, that's these are definitely, and it's even cooler when I'm just swinging free, because you get a nice breeze that comes through whenever it comes through. But I mean, it's 70 something degrees outside. I may open the doors and open up a nice little breeze in here. I've got my fan going. It's not uncomfortable in here. I'm just working and it's hot. I'm hot because I'm working. Um, that's all. Um, and yeah, this is the bathroom that I'm working on over here. It is the bathroom space. It's 8 by 8. It's an 8 foot by 8 foot bathroom, 7.5 by 8 foot bathroom. That's what that's going to be. The rest of this, I have office space back there. I'm going to put up a wall, basically right here, practically where the camera is right here. We'll put a wall up here that goes all the way across, and that'll wall in my tasting room. So we're not too far away. We're not too far away from the next stages to getting this thing done. Oh yeah, I get you. Yeah, so yeah, these walls are for the bathroom. That's what's going on. Okay, I got the audio fixed. Need to get back to work. Quit screwing around with you guys. Yeah, if y'all let me, I'll sit here and talk with y'all all night.
If I were a fish.
All right, and down we go. That Saturday Night Live skit that he used to do with the daughters of the Lawrence Welk show and his daughters, and it was the one daughter with the weird hand. You know, it was the three beautiful girls and the one daughter with the weird hand, the weird little baby hand, and she would like chase the butterflies and stuff. That's what that song reminds me of. Reminds me of her. I mean, it's a charming song, don't get me wrong. And the singer's a lovely person who sings it. Don't get me wrong. They're wonderful people, lovely people. It just gets the fuck on my nerves because I've heard it so damn many times, and I just want to gouge my ears out. So I don't have to hear it anymore. But I'm happy for them that they've got this mega viral sensation. Just not at my expense, you know? My dad had, see, I never understood when you know, we would work on things outside and he'd have like pads that he could kneel on and a little scooter on the ground, a little rolling flatbed thing that he could sit on, and it would roll on the ground. He could just go back and forth. And I was like, that doesn't, Dad, you're not old. That doesn't make any damn sense. What is wrong with you? You know, he was maybe mid 40s, early 50s. When I'm talking about him doing this stuff. Yeah, I get it. I get it now. I understand. The struggle is real. I understand. I mean, I'm not getting up and down between every one of these studs. I'm just scooting along the floor. I mean, it makes sense. I get it now, Dad. I understand. The struggle is real. Now, I do know, I have looked, and my doorway opening will be 38.5 by 82 inches. 2-inch clearance on top. 2.5-inch clearance on the side. I got half of mine to just rent a damn porta pot, build this room out, put the fucking porta pot in here, and then drag the porta pot back out. Like, y'all got a private bathroom now. You know, connect the porta pot to the plumbing. You can do that, right? Just connect it up and let them, you know, crap into the hole or whatever. Just go right into the septic tank. I mean, you can do that, right? Said bounce when she walk. Fucking TikTok has ruined music. I swear to God. There's a radio station that I swear to God is a TikTok station. All they play is TikTok music. It is infuriating. Do I sound like an old man? The camera freeze? I think the camera froze. Damn it. All right, let's go fix the camera. No, it didn't. Okay, good. All right. So, Wednesday night, assuming I get the walls fully and properly put in place, Wednesday night will be our proper happy hour night. Ah, shit. And I will be talking. You know, we've had a lot of horror stories about AI, the oh my god AIs. And, like, it could be bad. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of potential bad that can come from AI, especially in the creative arts. We talk about AI making movies, AI making movies and making scripts, you know, AI animation. You know, it used to be AI was only as smart as the people that programmed it, but now they're getting to this place where AI can learn. Learn things that it was never taught. Which is weird to think about. That you got AI that can learn things it wasn't taught to know. You know, like a chess AI learning how to speak German or something, you know? Like, it shouldn't know that. You know what I mean? It shouldn't know how to do that. I don't know if that's the case, but, you know, stuff like that. Like, but if you look at AI from the point of autonomous cars and learning paths, pathfinding and route fixing, you know, the promise of autonomous cars is huge. It's absolutely huge. Whew, hot. Hot shards of metal falling on my leg. That hurts. All right. The promise of AI and autonomous cars is absolutely breathtakingly huge because it's not just autonomous cars, it's autonomous cars that speak to each other and learn pathfinding and efficiencies. And, you know, they learn from each other. They learn from other drivers. They learn from humans. They learn from cars. And the potential of AI with automobiles is unreal. It is absolutely amazing. Now, all right, 2 more walls to go. One is going to be 8 feet. Which means it's going to go from here all the way back to here. And this other wall is going to be sitting right there where it belongs. But it's going to be 8 feet from this wall here to, oh shit, I can't remember if it's the front of or the back of my wall. So I need to go and double check. In Dallas, there's not a lot of country. It always cracks me up. Thanks, Twisted Art Lady. You're more surprised that there's a station in Texas that doesn't play country. Texas is owned by Clear Channel Communications, and there's a lot of country music between cities. A lot of country music between cities, but there's the cities sound just like every other city. The cities sound just like every other city. Now I'm pretty sure. I'm 100% sure it doesn't fucking matter. I could just cut these boards by 8 feet. Now what they do need to be is 8 feet on the outside. So what they need to be, because the plaster boards, these boards are 4 feet. So what they need to be is 8 feet on the outside. So from here to here is 4 feet. So it needs to go from here to the back of my wall. The outer width here has to be 8 feet. And my wall is going to land right here. This is going to be the back side flush. This is going to be the back side flush. So those boards, the tracks need to be 8 feet exactly. That's what I need to do. It needs to be 8 feet exactly, because what's going to happen is the outer boards. Yeah, that's it. The sheathing, plaster, whatever, is going to be exactly 8 feet. 4 feet. 4 feet long. 2 boards that are 4 feet long. So I just need to measure this out 8 feet, fold it back, and cut it. And that's it. And that's for the, that's going to be for this wall right here. That wall, I need to measure the top one be 8 feet, the bottom one be 8 feet, and then cut out 32 and a half inches. Nope, that's wrong. 38 and a half inches for the door, then have a 4-inch gap on this side and the rest of it over there. Because I need to have 4 inches, roughly. 4 inches here. All right, so let's get over here to my workspace. There we go. Get my implement out of the way here. Okay. 8 feet on the button. I need you and my snips. There they are. All right. I gotta say, this would have been 1,000% easier with wood instead of metal, but the specs for the building say to use metal on the build out. So the specs for the building say metal for the build out. We use metal for the build out. And I'd like to once again stress, for those of you who are uncertain, I am not a professional doer of these things. This is not what I am trained for. This is not what I'm skilled at. I am capable of solving problems. No matter, I guess, no matter what the problem may be. But I am not what one would say, what one would describe, I think, as a handy man. I am capable and able to see a problem, work on solving the problem, figure out a process by which that given problem, should we follow the process, will no longer be a problem. But I don't know shit about this stuff. I am, as the kids say, faking it. But it's also important to remember that entrepreneurs of whatever stripe, we don't get a manual unless we're a franchiser, I guess. But we don't get manuals that say, this is how you run your business. These are the steps to realizing your dream. Step 1, get an LLC. Step 2, use that LLC to raise money. And use that money to fund a corporation that is wholly owned by your LLC. Step 3, do stuff. Step 4, other stuff. And then finally, step 5, profit. This is your 5-step plan to success. Once you reach step 5, you must return to step 4 and or step 3 in order to continue making profit. You must do some stuff and then do some other stuff. You will never know when that stuff is completed, and you will never really know what that stuff is supposed to be. Because the stuff you do this month may not work, but if you do that same stuff next month, it might work. Also, it might not. Best of luck, young entrepreneur. Try not to commit suicide. I mean, that's like literally, there's your steps to success for entrepreneurship. Yeah, it kind of got dark there at the end, didn't it? But like for real, like, you know how many failed people commit suicide because of failed businesses? I mean, financial insecurity is a leading cause of marital instability. It's a leading cause of stress, of unhealthy lifestyle choices, I mean, I ain't fronting. Like, it's for real, man. Okay, so I got 8 feet every 16 inches. So I got, come here, you dumb thing. All right, so I got to measure this out every 16 inches. Who's talking? What are we talking about? Just joking because you said the TikTok. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we definitely have TikTok radio, and it's garbage. It's absolute 100% garbage. Okay, so I got one on each end. Will that be stable? No, it won't. I'm gonna have to just put beams at each end and then measure it out, aren't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 again? No, 7, because I have one at each end. All right. I'll measure it out on the floor. It'll be fine. Yeah, Twisted, you live in Texas. You know what Texas radio is. I'm sitting here doing the math in my head like, doesn't she live in Texas? Yeah, you live in Texas. All right, so I'm going to put the end ones on these facing in, or rather facing out. So it'll be C channels going in, because this one over here, I'm going to anchor directly into the wall here. I'm going to anchor it directly into the wall. Well, it'll be here, actually. I'm going to anchor it directly into the wall. And then the other one, I just want to be on the outside so that I can anchor in plasterboard over here and here. So I want that to be, I want them to be facing in, or the flat part facing out, rather. But by far the best radio we have is the 1990s, the classic rock station that plays the best of the 80s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. All right. What else was in here? What else was in chat? I just kind of glanced and moved off. Am I building a floor? No, Twisted. I'm building a bathroom. Getting late. Well, you have a great night there, Jigs. I appreciate you stopping in. Thank you so much. Testing. Test. There it is. Okay. So, yeah. This wall that I'm building now is going to be this wall right here. No, I take that back. It's going to be this wall right here. This wall is that one. This one is that one. I'm going to build this wall, and then the last wall will be this one, and it'll have the doorway. So this is going to be the most complicated of them all. I'm going to cut the floor out here and put it as a header for the door. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to need more. I'm going to need shit. Well, we'll see. I think I'm going to need to get more. I think I need to get more studs to be able to do this proper. All right, but I'll deal with that when I get there. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, but I don't need to come to it just yet. All right. I don't think I need these spacer boards anymore. Get rid of y'all. Oh wait, I'm over there showing you the wall. Y'all can't fucking see it because I didn't have the camera turned. There. Back to where we were. That's the wall. Let me zoom in for you. All right. This is what we're doing over here, Twisted. Sorry about that. I forgot to move the camera. So I built these 2 walls already. This is my bathroom. This wall is the back wall here. This wall will be the front wall here, the interior wall. This wall that I'm building is my first long wall. It is right here, and it will tie these 2 together. And then my last wall goes here. My door will be here. You'll be able to come in. Enough room for a wheelchair to spin around. Toilet, sink, bada bing, bada boom. We're fully functional distillery. Well, fully functional tasting room because we'll have a bathroom. All right. Now, let's get this thing done. Yeah. Have little shards of metal on the ground poking into my skin here. I don't like that. Little shards of metal poking into my skin. Greg don't like that. Gotta move the camera. Gotta move the camera again. It's 1 camera shoots are a pain. All right, let's go zoom back out. There we go. All right, that's where I'll be. Let's go do it. Like I said, I am not a professional doer of these things. So, I'm not a professional doer of video things. I'm not a professional doer of wall things. So this is a little bit clumsy. But, like I said, we don't get a manual when we sign up for entrepreneurship. We don't get a manual. Nobody tells us how to do it or what to do. We just got to kind of figure it out 1 step at a time, every step along the way. Do 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 boop a doo doo ba doo boo. All right, let's go, you little bitch. All right, that one there. This is a perfect fucking square is what I'm gonna have, or damn near perfect square. These gloves have seen better days. Oh, a volunteer. Great. Great. It's actually cooling off in the distillery, which is surprising because it's very well insulated, or relatively well insulated. But with the wind blowing, or rather my fan blowing in here, I've got a nice breeze keeping me comfortable. I hope it is this comfortable on the 20th when we have our party. Because that would be awesome. All right. So what do we want to talk about tonight? Y'all got any topics on your mind? Anything to talk about? I mean, I'm down for just about anything. All right. So this is 10 feet by 8 feet. Not a perfect square, but pretty fucking boss, if I do say so myself. Vanessa Kitty's in the house. Cheers, Ness. Oh, thanks, Twisted. Thanks for. I like the kilt too. It is. I got a fan going right here. I can just get a little air when I need to. All right. So now I mark my studs. The location of my studs. Should be one every. My pen is over here. That is incorrect. My pen is on the table. Now, I don't need to have these square or anything. I just need to have the location marked. I do need to have them on center. 16, 32. And I have them on center from the edge. So it's 16 from the edge. So that'll put it on center coming to the front of this. To the front of this stud. So they'll be slightly off. But it'll be fine because I know where they're supposed to go. Oh, shit, that's not true. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just line up the studs. Instead of having them lined up on center, I'm going to line up the stud on the edge. That way, at the 4 foot mark, my stud will still be it's going to go 4 feet all the way to the edge. 4 feet to there. So my stud will be lined up right here. So when the board goes from here, no, I do. I need this to be right on. Yeah, I do. I need that to be centered. Because the board is going to go to right there. So I need that stud to be centered. So yeah, I need it to be centered right here. I need it to be centered. Because yeah, that's exactly right. Because when I line the boards up, the boards are going to go from flush to this wall all the way flush to this wall. And then on the front side, on this side over here, they're going to overlap. They're going to overlap because it's slightly shorter here. So I'll have 8 feet of boards and just lop them off the side so they'll be flush with the extra ½ inch or so of plaster sheathing on the outside. Which means I need my stud to be centered on the 4 foot mark. Here. Yep. I'm going with that. I'm going with that. Because also the boards are not going to go straight up. The boards aren't going to go straight up to the wall here. There's going to be a 1/4 inch gap so that these boards can fit in. In fact, there's not even going to be a 1/4 inch gap. There's going to be a wall here. So there's going to be a a 5-inch, 3.5-inch space, yeah, there's going to be an even bigger space there than that. Okay. There's going to be a rafter, one of these, a stud. That's what I'm trying to say. There's going to be a stud there. So the sheathing is going to be right here. So my sheathing is actually not going to go all the way to the wall. The sheathing is going to stop right here. So I should probably have a stud right there as well. Means that I got to get an extra stud. I'll deal with that problem when I come to it. Not there yet. Not there yet. Okay. Not. Why the fuck would I need a... No, it'll be fine. 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 I'm overthinking it. I'm trying to worry about the next step, so I need to worry about this step. This step is just getting this fucking wall built. And if I need to put in an extra stud, I can put in an extra stud. But I don't think I need to put in an extra stud because I can run the sheathing all the way down to the wall for now. And then when we do put that up, I'll just butt it up against the sheathing and nobody will give a shit. It's my building, my build out. What do they care? All right. Studs. How many I got? How many I need? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 7 to a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. All right. All right. Which way do I want them facing? I don't think it really matters. All right. Two. These are much lighter than their wooden counterparts. Much lighter than wooden wooden studs by a damn sight. They're so much lighter. Now, it doesn't matter which direction they go, but I want them to all go the same direction. So, I'll make that decision with the first one, and then we'll just go from there. What y'all chatting about over here? What did I do that was cute? I mean, I don't disagree. I just don't know what it was. Yeah, May 20th is when the party is. May 20th. And I've got a lot of stuff I need to get done between now and then. I've got a bottle of whiskey. Not the least of which is bottling the whiskey. All right. This is much easier with 2 people because I could have one person on that end bolting in the tops. I Me down here bolting in the bottom. But alas, if you have more than one person, you got to feed them, you got to water them, you got to talk to them, you got to be personable, shower, wear underwear, you know, human things. Chatting about these legs. We're going to have Ryan Adam Wells here. We're going to have Gail Ryder, who is new to the distillery. I've never had her perform here before. We're going to have Same Old Circles, who are distillery all-stars. They've been here several times. Love those guys. In fact, they were one of the first ones we contacted for this. Ryan Adam Wells, Same Old Circles, and then Gail Ryder was the third one. And speaking of all-stars, we're going to have Jeff with a G. Scabs the Clown is going to join him. For some sideshow hijinks. I mean, if you want to just sit for if you just want to come for the entertainment, I mean, geez, that's only $10. You know, because bands got to eat. If you're going to come for the entertainment, you got to at least pay the bands. Yeah, those guys are taking time out of their day. Of arranging the records at the record store they work at. To come and play a song or two down at the local distillery. You know, the least y'all could do is pay them a couple of bucks. I mean, shit. $10 for 3 bands? And sideshow? I mean, shit. I should call the cops. That's theft. That's highway robbery is what that is. Highway robbery. Call the sheriff. The distillery done been robbed. These people, looky there. My tape measure is where it belongs. My pen isn't, but my tape measure. All right, I measured from that side, so I go from this side. All right. There we go. All right. Now, what I'm doing now is just making sure that we are properly plumb. If we're 16 inches on center on both the header and the footer, then they're plumb enough. You know, They're plumb enough. It is, as the Greeks say, good enough. And this wall, I can honestly say, is far better constructed than the wooden wall that I have over there. That wooden wall, I don't think there's a right angle on the whole damn thing. All right. There. Come on. There they are. All right. What else is there to talk about? Other than the bands, the absolute theft that is $10 for 3 bands at a distillery on a Saturday night in May. Highway fucking robbery. I really am excited about the show Wednesday night. Automated cars, automated vehicles, autonomous vehicles. You know, because that literally redraws maps. You know, because you're talking about cars that talk to each other. Cars that can line up in long lines of fuel-efficient caravans. Whether it's fuel or energy-efficient caravans. Whether they're saving gas or saving electricity, whichever it is that they're doing. It redraws cities. You don't need highway miles or nearly as many highway lanes. You don't need nearly as many urban lanes. Hell, you don't even need stoplights. At that point, you don't even need stoplights because the cars can communicate with each other. If they can communicate with each other, they can communicate with the urban grid. Communicate with the urban grid, they can say this is where the flow of traffic is at. This is where it's going to. They can space themselves on the road in such a way that they don't need to be managed by lights. They just flow smoothly, autonomously. You are the passenger in the car. And if that's the case, you never really need to own the car. At least not your commuter vehicle. I mean, I've got a little bit more writing that I need to do as far as my monologue, the thesis that I'm working on. But I'm super duper excited because I've been thinking about this for a long time, and I'm finally going to get a chance to write or talk about it. It's going to be fun. I am a nerd. Super nerd. This is the type of thing that just gets me excited. And I'm gonna post up the link to the show. Not today. Well, tomorrow, probably. I'll get the thumbnail and all the stuff put together. All right. Final push. Time to do the things. Let's check in on chat real quick. Oh, and Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz will not be joining us. I did call his office today. I call his office frequently. Sometimes just to harass them, ask him stupid questions. Is he ready to apologize for his behavior, for his involvement in the insurrection? Does he think we're stupid? You know, they have one person in that office, in the Houston office, specifically. Maybe it's the Austin office. Can't remember which. Because I'll mix it up. I'll call different ones. Just because. But they have one person in that office, their offices, who is very good at acting like she cares. I don't think she likes working in his office. It's just a sense that I get. Because she sounds like a human person. And, you know, being a human person working for that piece of trash cannot possibly be easy. I hope to God this is the election that finally catches up to him. But I don't hold a lot of hope for opposition politics in the state of Texas. There's just too damn much money behind the Republican machine in the state of Texas. Now, it is possible that I've got enough studs remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've got 9 remaining studs. I might be able to frame in the door properly. With the materials that I've got. because I've got to put studs above the door. But the studs above the door are only like 3 feet long, 3.5 feet long. So I can take a stud and cut it up and put it up there if I have an extra stud. And it looks like I've got 2 extra studs, so it shouldn't be a problem. Because somehow I miscounted, and I only needed 6 instead of 7 on the front boards. Oh, I know how I miscounted. I didn't take into account the tabs on the end. Yeah. That's how I miscounted. That's like a whole another stud that I did not need. So, if I've got an extra stud, I can take that footboard, the baseboard, put it up at the top, attach the studs to it, tack it to the wall with a couple more screws. That should do the trick. Or attach the studs together. I don't think that's proper construction etiquette, whatever they call it. All right, what we got going on in chat? Nothing. I like this side better. The air circulates better over here. Oh, back over there, it's kind of stagnant because the fan's over here. Ugh. All right, almost there. This will be 3 walls down and the 4th one to go. Shimmering in the sun. Such a rare run. Can't believe that you caught one. I've got to get another song in my goddamn head. Ugh. Uh, eh, 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 eh. There we go. And, whoops. All right. Last 6 screws on this particular door or wall. Then we do the final wall, the one with the door. Now, most of the other door or of the other wall is going to be the same. one of the differences, instead of going from the top or from the bottom up on that one, I'm going to go from the top down. Oops. Ah, shit. There we go. I think I am, at least, because that's going to... No, I think I still got to go bottom up. I'll just build it in two parts. I'll start with the part before the wall, or before the door, and then I'll finish with the part that has the door. But again, systematic. Be systematic about it. I cut the pieces open first. Now I really wish I had that circular saw fitted with the proper blade, so I could just cut it and not have to worry with the tin snips. All right. I've got little metal shards stippling my flesh down there. I'll lock my door here. Activity and such. I don't want any part of that. All right. Wall's done. Wall is done. Hey, you know, in a few short days, I'm going to be taking a dump right here. What do you think about that, Internet? Which way does my notch go? Down, 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 down. Don't be doo-wah. Oh, whoa, whoa, yeah, yeah. And this, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, only the lonely. I might need a hand setting these things up. I've got plenty of 2x4s, but I just might need a hand setting these up proper. Because what's going to happen is this one's going to go right there. Yeah, I'm going to need to stabilize this with some 2x4s at least. There we go. Yep. Couple of 2x4s will do the trick for me. Because I can set this up, set this one in place, slide that one in place. You have one 2x4 here, probably just hooked into these holes. Guys, this is exciting. This is really, really exciting. This is really exciting. Oh yeah. I trimmed the tabs off of that one. Bolts in at the top, zip, zip, bolts in at the bottom, bip, bip. This is really exciting. Oh yeah. And ultimately, what's going to happen on the wall here is this is I'll have a few of these going down there to finish out this wall, a couple of them over there to finish out that wall, and then all the way down here to finish out this wall. And I'll build it in 8-foot or 10-foot segments. I don't need 8-foot segments. I can build 10-foot segments. Overlap. Or hell, not even overlap. Just put them up like this and bolt them together. Zip, zip. Done. But I think 10 feet is 120 inches. And 120 inches is not divisible by 16. So there will be some overlap. Because at 112 and 128, so the stud goes at 112, we have 8 inches overhang, and then 8 more inches for the next stud. So there can be some overlap with the tracks. Just kind of lay it over the top, screw it in. Wouldn't be 10-foot segments, it would be 9 foot 6-inch segments. All right. Final step. Final assembly piece. Okay, so the top piece is going to be 8 feet. I need to cut that to 8 feet. The bottom piece is going to be 8 feet, 32 and a half plus, how far in do I want to come from the door? 4 inches? I think I want to come in 6 inches from the door. No, 4 inches. And then a 38 and a half inch space. Okay. All right, we got this. We got this. We got this. I got an 8-inch piece here. No, not that, ladies. I got this right here. So I'll be able to cut this 8 inches, or 4 inches rather. So this is going to come in from the door, and I'll have a stud right here, stud here, and a stud here. And then our door opening will be here, 36 and a half inches, or 38 and a half inches rather. From there. So 38 and a half inches from the end of this little piece. And then the remaining 8 feet of, yeah, so that's it. All right. So 4 inches in. All right. And I got a lot of chances to make a mistake with this one. Rather than use this piece, I think I'm going to use that piece. Wait, these are the same damn piece, aren't they? Yeah, that's fine. Good. Okay. Sorry, guys. All y'all see over there is my ass. Oops. Oh, shit. All right. Let's fix this. Coming back in just a second. Delete. Oh, shit. All right. Well. There we go. All right. Let's put it where it belongs. Okay. All right. Beautiful. Next. Video capture. Nope. Cancel that. Sources. Add. Okay. Is that me? Yeah, that's me. Okay. Video capture device. HP live cam. I think this one has the big camera is big, so this one will have the little camera big and big camera little. Over here, then we'll add in the browser. Yeah, with our sub count. Here, put that there. We'll put our media source, the spinning logo, shrink that up a little bit, put it over here, make it a little bit bigger, put it here. Yeah, looks good. We'll add one more image, our logo. Yeah, that's big. Make that smaller. Make it a little bit smaller. Let's put it up here. Bingo. Okay. All right. All better. Live concert. There we are. Okay. So, I need this to be about 4 inches. We'll put 2 studs right here. At the 4-inch mark. There we go. We were watching a movie last night. I don't remember what the movie was. But it had Paul Rubens in it. He was a cop or something. And, you know, it wasn't obviously Paul Rubens as a cop. Like, he wasn't like Pee Wee Herman, you know, he was Paul Rubens. But man, as soon as I saw who that was, I could not see him as not Pee Wee Herman in that movie. That man is such an iconic actor. So good at what he did. So good at creating a character the way he created a character. And to think of being that good at creating a character, that character follows you everywhere you go for the rest of your life. Come on. I sometimes wonder if he hates that, you know, forever being seen as Pee Wee Herman for the rest of your life. Ugh. But then again, you know, some people, you know, to be that lucky, right? To be that lucky, to be able to be that iconic one time in your life. How amazing. Turn off Wi-Fi, maybe? Will that make it work? Ugh. Okay, so I got that piece. Okay, so what I had to do there was literally just bang on it to get the little sharp pieces off. That'll go on the inside. All right, now I need to make one of them 8 feet long. I do not have a margin of error for the bottom piece. Hell, I don't have a margin of error for the top piece for that matter. What time is it? Okay, so this will go here. Oh, shit. That won't work. It's got to be much longer than this. It's got to be 4 inches plus the width of a stud. Hold on one second. All right, that's how long it has to be. 4 inches plus the width of a stud. And I'm going to use this one instead. All right, we're going to try this one more time. I'm going to use this one because it has a better edge and I won't lacerate myself. Put you back over here for a minute. All right. What? This is the one I want to use. What the hell did I do? Yeah, because it's going to be this plus 4 inches. Yep. All right, let's try this again. What the hell? Just fixed the damn camera and now it froze again. All right, we're going to get this fixed. There I am. There it is. All right. This does it again. We may just call it a stream because it is after midnight. I'm really nervous about doing this particular cut and doing it right. Or rather, these particular cuts. All right. There's that. And then finally, that. All right. The width of a stud plus 4 inches. Stud plus 4 inches. I'll do it right this time. Plus a little bit extra. There, perfect cut. Go over there. Okay. Now, I need to cut the other one down to 8 feet, precisely. So I'll set you here for safekeeping and knock you down to the floor immediately. Put you right here for safekeeping. Drink of water. All right. 8 feet, precisely. There we go. Oh, careful. Now this is the top bar, so it's going to be 8 feet precisely. Now the bottom one is going to be 8 feet, but trimmed for the gap. On bottom, it'll be just up to the edge of the door, which will be 38.5 inches plus this. So this plus 38.5 inches subtracted from 8 feet. And I'll get that exact measurement in a moment. Okay. Come on. I don't think this is going to cut the same way the other one did. There we go. Give it up. Well, I almost got it. Boom. Got it. All right. You go there. This is the top piece. The cap piece, if you will. All right. So we'll have, whoops, one piece at each end. To start with. One piece at each end. Like so. Except y'all can't see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, I'm going to lay out the framing here. So we've got one piece at each end. Then we got this piece down here. And another piece right there. Then we got this guy who will go right here. Give or take. Like so. Okay? Then we have a 38 and a half inch gap here. And then the header for the door will be right here. Then every 16 inches, we'll have a stud and a stud. So let me map out my 38 inch gap real quick. .38 and a half inches will go right here. So basically, this would be 38 and a half inches plus this. This is right at 8 inches. So this is 8 inches. 38 and a half plus 8 is 42 and a half. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to do some math content all up in y'all's face. All right. Oh, that's frozen. Deactivate, reactivate. All right. So 42 and a half inches. 8 feet is 96 inches. Minus 42.5. So that is 53.5 inches that I need from that wall over there. So 53.5 inches is my other stud's length, because that is an 8-inch piece there, plus that's 8 inches plus 38.5. That's not 42.5. You stupid moron. 8 plus 36 plus 8 more. So that's 38.5 plus 8 is 46.5, not 42.5. So this should be 49.5. 96 minus 46.5. That's 49.5. That's 49.5 inches from the wall to the opening of the door. If I was smart, I would make it an even 48, put a stud there, and move this over 1.5 inches. If I was smart, that's what I would do. In fact, I think I might become smart right now and do precisely that. Because that would be 48 inches. 3 studs. 4 studs because it has the extra one there. Yep. So that's 1632.48. $16.32 and 48. And on this is what the door would go on at 48 inches. $16.32.48. And that's the other end of the door. And then this is no longer 8 inches. It is now 9.5 inches. And I'm not exactly worried about getting this done tonight, but I at least want to have this wall framed, because then I can come in here tomorrow and finish the wall. I could finish the wall and then stand it up. And then I don't have to mess with it anymore. It'll be done. Then I can worry about the plumbing parts. Perfect cut every time. All right, now I need to cut that 48 inches, which means the remaining portion can come up here at the top. Woo! Watch out. And then I can cut these. I can cut a stud to hang from here at the top. This is 48. It can hang at 60 and 76. 60, 76, and or not 60, 64 and 80. And maybe put 2 on either side so as to have this be, I can drill it into the studs and hang and hold it directly to the studs. Yeah. I mean, it's not a load-bearing wall, so it's not that big of a damn deal. All right, so 4 feet for the bottom, right here, and then we'll just have it basically squared away. Yep, Tater, still grinding, Tater. Actually, I almost got this wall done. This is the last wall. This is the one that's going to have my door. I've got those roughly spaced out at 16-ish inches. I've got 48 inches where I've got to cut this board here that I have at 48 inches. And then hang the header above the door, and then that's it. Screw everything in, and I'm done. I'm done with the framing, at least. All the walls will be framed up, and then tomorrow I can hang them. I can actually put them in place where they belong. And we'll have a framed out room, and then I can contact the plumber and have him come and put in the pipes, the piping, tubing, whatever, for the walls. That's 48 inches right there. Stay hydrated. I am staying hydrated. With water. With water. I've been drinking plenty of it. It's actually very comfortable here right now. It is about 70 degrees outside. In fact, I think it's a little cooler than that right now. I haven't checked outside in a while. But it was 71 degrees when I showed up here this evening around 10. There's that cut. And this cut. And there we go. Now, look at that. I can bend steel girders. Insert girder. Insert girder. Looks like I'm getting a fairly clean cut too. Awesome. This is science content in action here, kids. How do you create a stress fracture in steel? By bending it repeatedly. There we go. Now this one will go over here, 4 feet, right here. Two. All right. There we go. Now, that is roughly, like these got to be properly measured out. And properly spaced. But this is the space for the door. Here. Four feet, or 3 feet, 2.5 inches, 38.5 inches right here. Now, up here, I need to cut this down to 38.5 inches. Because this one is going to go right here at 38.5 inches. But what I want to do is cut a tab down on both sides so that I can screw it straight into the stud. And then I'll put another 2 studs here to hold it up, because that's at 48 inches. I'll have another one at 48. I'll have another one at 64 and another one at 80, and then these 2 over here. So I need one more stud that I can cut up, put where it belongs, and this one goes here. So I need to cut this down probably 42 inches. It's 38.5 inches plus 4 inches. We'll put it at 42.5, and then I can cut the tab and bring it down. Bend the tab down so I can just drill it straight into the stud. So 42 inches is what I need here. 42.5. All right. See if I have any of these that are 42.5 inches already. I don't think I do. Nope. Not quite. Not even close. All right. 42.5 inches is right there. So we put it at 42.5 inches. And then I want to cut 2 2-inch tabs on both sides to give me 38.5 inches of track. All right. 42.5 inches here. And then we'll cut the 2-inch tabs in just a second. And this is over. I think I might have myself a Bud Light. Oh, it's gonna be too late. I'm gonna go by the Rusty Nail. I gotta get out of here before midnight. Go by the Rusty Nail. Have myself a little drink. Science content. Insert girder. Boy, I'll tell you what, this gives much cleaner cuts than trying to work my way through there with the tin snips. There we go. Giving way. Giving way. Done. All right. So if I go in 2 inches on both sides, 42.5. Okay. So I go in just about 2 inches on this side right here. I go in two inches here and cut a tab there, 2 inches. And cut a tab here, 2 inches. Then flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. There we go. So the idea is going to be, it's dark over here. The idea is going to be to cut this here so that this flap can come down like that. And then that'll allow me to put the track like this and drill it in there, and it'll hold steady on the track on top of the door. But again, not a load-bearing surface. You know, I'll put a ceiling up there, but it's not going to be, I'm not going to be putting like supplies and stuff in a storage space on top there. That's not going to be an issue. So all this is doing is keeping the wall from sagging down over this 3-foot gap. The only load that it's bearing is itself, really. Okay. And finally, yep. Cut you there. Cut you here. Okay. Cut you here. And here. All right. And then this will go up here at the top. Now finally, put you there. And I'll put you there. And I'm going to measure that out to 70, 80, 82 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Is the top side of the door opening. Yeah, 82.5 inches is the top side of the door opening. Okay. But that's important because this is 10 feet minus 82.5. It's 120 inches minus 82.5. So that'd be 18. So this is 17.5 inches. So I need to cut these guys at 17.5 inches. And I need two of them. One that's 48 inches, 64 inches. No, 48 plus, yeah, 64 and 80. So I need two of these. So one of these cut up 2 times to equal 17. And these are the last 2 cuts I need to make. 17.5 inches each. All right. And then we're ready to go. We'll have my final wall. So 17.5 there and 35 there. This is going to be a lot harder than the other ones, and I really do wish at this point I had a metal cutting blade on my saw over there, but alas I do not. Let me see if I do, actually. Let me see if that blade will cut metal, because if it will cut metal, whew. Says multi-purpose. Dual purpose. General purpose. It's a general purpose blade. I don't think a general purpose blade is intended to cut metal. And I would hate to lose a finger. Can you use a regular miter saw to cut metal? In conclusion, a miter saw is not the worst tool to use for cutting metal, but it is not recommended as a permanent solution. The right blade and appropriate safety measures in place, using miter saw to cut through metal is fine. Can a general purpose saw cut metal? Yes, I cut a couple of aluminum door thresholds just the other day with my chop saw. I know it's not a good idea. But guys, this is curled metal here. Yep. I will be right back. I'm going to mute my microphone while I do this. Guys, that worked perfect. It worked so perfectly well. I got perfect, smooth, equal cuts. They're perfectly square. They're not exactly, I mean, I was off by a little bit, but they are damn near That is a 1/4 inch difference right there. That is perfect. That is as good as I need it to be. That was probably how I should have cut all the fucking boards. All right. I was nervous. I was even a little scared. But it worked. And I'm happy. And these will go right here. All right. And now I just got to measure everything up and put it all where it belongs. Whew. And then we have us a wall. We got us the shits, the shiznits, bidgets. All right. All right. The shiznits, biznits. Let's turn the camera this way. All right. That's it. This is our wall, our final wall. We're going to have a door right here that will be 82. That is, what the fuck? That is 100 and, what? What? 120 minus 82. Oh shit, guys, I don't know how to fucking add. All right, well, that's fine. I got plenty of... $120 minus 82 is 37.5 inches. Not 17.5, 37.5 inches. Do I have enough left over? 75. Whew, I got just enough left over. All right. 37.5 inches is right there. 37.5 right there. 37 times 2 . 37 times 2 is 74, and a half times 2 is 75. That's right here. All right. Turn the camera back over there. Maybe I'll let you zoom in a little bit. That's where I'll be. Heading over there. 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. All right. Turn on the background music and mute my microphone. Okay, now we have it set. Glad I measured before I just went ahead and did it like a fucking idiot. I don't have our conduit lines running the same place, but that's fine. Because I'll run any electrical. Shit, I'm not going to run any electrical through these walls. I'm going to run electrical over the top probably. Or around this side. It doesn't matter. It's fine. That's fine. Let it do what it do. There we go. All right. That's how it'll be. Basically, I'll move this one over a little bit to make it look nice, I guess. All right, we're set. I'll start down there. We'll get to the measuring part after that. And then once I'm done, I'll lean this wall up against the other walls. And then tomorrow I'll come in here and place these up with some 2x4s. Stabilize them on the ground. Hit them with some liquid nails. And put everything in place. How about them apples, huh? You like apples? I like apples. Those are some pretty tasty freaking apples if you ask me. All right. Let's go. Speaking of let's go, have y'all seen any of these Hertz commercials with Tom Brady? He is a terrible, terrible actor. Like, he is the worst. Like, it is awesome that this dude who is so good at football is so bad at talking words that have been written down on his behalf to speak. I don't have to hate him as much anymore, you know? He's bad at stuff. Because it used to be, like, Tom Brady was good at everything. Like, he was married to Giselle. He was the best quarterback in the history of quarterbacks. I mean, let's face it. Dude was he was a brilliant tactician. He could do no wrong. And maybe it's because they cheated. Maybe, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Argument can be made that he didn't do nothing that nobody else didn't do. All right, I'm going to get those down there. Then I'm going to go up there and get that one. No, I'm going to get that one there, and those two over there. Then I'm going to go up and get that one and that one. And then measure the ones in the middle. Because that's going to be there. That's going to be 48. That's going to be 9.5 from the end. Yeah. All right. 2 more screws here. 4 more over there. Ow, fuck. I guess I could put these down here at the bottom too. I mean, I've got my tape measure, I've got the screws. There's literally nothing stopping me from doing it right now. Except me. So I'll go ahead and do it. Ugh. All right. These two right here. That's 16 and 32 inches. And I've got two more studs. So if I wanted to put a couple of studs in at the 5-inch mark, I could do that in order to anchor, but I don't think I need to worry with that. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. Okay. And finally, these two. And again, I'm putting 2 screws in every one of these. I don't know if I have to. I really don't know if I need to, but I have been. I mean, I might have been able to get away with one on every single one of these and just not done that. Oh well. Oh well. No measurement needed here. Oh yeah, I still got to flip it over and do the other side, but that's no problem. All right, tape measure, tape measure, tape measure, tape measure, tape measure. All right, now this is going to be a little bit tricky, but not too tricky. And I'll show you how I'm going to do this and make it less tricky. But we start here. They go 16, 16, 16, 48. Well, I'll get there in a second. You'll just have to wait. But first up is Dizzy. he didn't care after, you know. All right, there's the one on the corner and the other one on the corner. I feel it. The end is near. I feel it. Okay, now we measure 16s. Well, that one's way off. 16, 32. This one's closer. 48. Get where you belong. 64. 80. And that's this one. And then here, we go 9.5 in from the end, which is from 96 to 88.5. Because 88 would be, 87 would be 9. 87.5 would be 9.5. Yeah, there we go. Here we go, here we go, satellite radio, y'all getting hit with the boom, boom. And then once we got all this done, I'll anchor that in, and then we're finished. So on this side, I'll flip it over, we'll do the other side. All right. But as it is, this over here is not anchored to anything. You know, it's not connected down there at the bottom. So it's kind of a free floating leg right now. But I can fix that in just a minute. Uh-oh. No, that's all right. It's the other side that's bad. Good. Good, good. Beautiful. All right. Whoops. All right. Now, the little hangers here go where they need to go. You know what? I should flip this over. Because if I do run wires through here, I'm going to want this conduit space to be where it is. Well, in line, or nearly in line with all the other guys. But I probably won't end up running wires through this particular wall. I don't know. Have not decided. Shit goes boom, boom, boom. Now, both of these days were the build-outs will be cut down if I do it right. I should have enough footage to be able to trim it down to like 30 minutes. To make it look like this was easy. Even though, as I've said in the past, everything we do is hard. Nothing we do is easy. All right, now this one. Now these two are 16 inches. All three of these are 16 inches apart directly. So, was I mooning y'all? Nah, okay, good. So all three of these are 16 inches apart. So all I got to do is put them at 16 inches. Nope, I want this and this. Move this up to where it goes. This up to where it goes. Now, if I measure from here to here, that should put it right there at the 16. So first things first. Well, no, actually, I was going to say I need to screw this into here and here, but I don't need to do that. What I need to do is just pull this together and mark where my 16 inches is and where my 32 inches is. Because for these two guys, I'm going to go on the edge. The stud will line up on the edge. Because I'm measuring from the outer edge of the stud, so I want to go to the leading edge of both of these studs. So what I'm going to do is get these guys in their place, and if these guys are in their place, then lining these up isn't going to be any problem at all. I just make them flush, put in the screws, and we're set. And that's how I make this level. Because this will be just as level as these. And then if there's any wiggle room that needs to be had, we can put wiggle room in when we put in the door. Yeah, perfect. All right. Last couple of screws. Like literally, I'm down to my last couple of screws. Where the hell did I put the screw? That's fine. I gotta put you in there. There we go. This side is complete. Now it's time to flip it. Put all the screws in on the other side. I don't need to measure nearly anything. I don't need to cut anything. I'm all set. This doesn't look quite right, but it's okay. It's probably okay. It's okay. It's level, it's straight, it's fine. It's level and straight enough. I mean, at worst, it's off by a 1/4 inch. Be still, be still, be still. Okay. That's okay. It's okay. I was supposed to do that. Supposed to do that. There we go. That's better. Yeah, but it was supposed to do that the first time. The reason it was supposed to do that is because I messed up. Okay. And now we put in some screws. I gotta get my other box of screws though. All right. So yeah, if I work this right, I should be able to do a time lapse of the build out. You know, cut out the nonsense parts where I'm doing measuring or the cut 3 times part, you know. I'm hesitant to do that because I'm not using proper safety protocols, eye protection and all that stuff. But at the same time, you know, this is how normal people do things too. We don't all have shops with thousands of dollars worth of tools and you know, multi-gigafunction zipperdoodle crap. And most of us are just folks who got shit to do, you know? And we can't be bound up on formalities. I mean, I would never recommend to somebody to not use gloves when working with metal. Or to not use proper eye protection. If you feel safe doing that, you know, feel safer with goggles, put on some fucking goggles. You don't need my permission. I am surprised that I have not put a screw into one of my fingers, though. Yet. All right. These two are next. And then they're last. Bum, bum, bum. All right. I'm going to go across the top. Then I'm going to come back and do the riser over the doorway. Should be good. All right. Beat so large, I'm stepping on leprechauns. Shitting on y'all with the boom, boom. Because my beats be thumping, thumping. My beats go boom, boom, boom. That goes there, and that goes there. And this goes 9.5 from here. This goes here. Okay? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. Huh. Interesting. All right, let's go. I'm going to pay for this tomorrow. All this bending over. I'm going to pay for this bad. I haven't been over like this for this long since that time in Morocco. Ah, that weekend in Marrakesh. It was magical. Yeah, I think that beam's a little bit off, but that's okay. Both of these are a little bit off. I fucked up the measurement on both of them. It's all right though. They're not going anywhere. All right, finally. Uppermost corner is done. Now, this riser over the door. Here we go. Satellite radio. Y'all getting hit with the boom, boom. I don't give a shit. One more to be. There we go. God damn it. There we go. Didn't want to go in the hole. Last 2 screws before the wall goes vertical. And skadoosh. Done. Am I Irish? No, Ting Ting, I'm not. Although my grandfather was Scots-Irish. That is the only Irish blood that I know of that's in the family. I am a true blue French mutt. So this goes over there. Those 2, that's front, that's back, and this one goes here. I'm going to leave this here, though, because I don't want to drop it again. But that's it. We're done for today. Unless I want to frame it up and, like, loose frame it. But in order to do that, well, in order to do that, I mean, I can't. I won't be able to at all because of the wonderful things he does. Hey, because I don't have enough wood to do it. I don't have enough 2x4s to be able to do it. And these won't just stand up by themselves. Will it? Possibly. Then this one whoa, don't do that. Come back up here. And this one slots in like so. There. Ah, shit. I need another set of hands is what I need. There we go. meant to do that. I did. For real, for real. I'll put this guy right here. Just give a little something to lean on. Oh shit, I just broke my phone charger. It's okay. Because they're off to see the lizard, the wonderful Lizard of Oz. Because. Because of the wonderful things he does. La 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 la. I got a bathroom. And we're not done yet. Still got some stuff to do. But this is pretty much where it's going to be. And what it's going to be like. Well, that didn't help. It's going to be back here at the 5-inch mark. All right, well, I'm not going to leave these up. I'm going to pull them out, put them down, whatever. I don't have enough 2x4s or wooden things to prop the walls up and put them in place. But they dry fit really well together. Yeah, our walls are going to be fine. Because this one will slot in right on top of this one. And then that one slots in right here. I may just need an unsuspecting rube to come and help me out. Be all like, hey, do you want to come and have a drink? And they'll be all like, yeah, I like to have a drink with your whiskeys. Because your whiskeys is good whiskeys. And then I'll be all like, haha. Surprise. I need you to work. But it's not like it's hard work. It's just holding up extremely light metal walls. Forgot about that vertical pipe there. And the chair. All right, you can stay there. You don't have to go anywhere. But I broke my charger. I'm glad you hired bands to do this singing. I'm going to bend over and show his butt like Mel Gibson. No, I will not be bending over showing my butt like Mel Gibson. Sorry. That is the paid performance. Y'all haven't given enough super chats for me to do that. You know, fun fact, kilts originally came from France. All right, talk to you later, Dom. You've already signed off like hours ago, I suppose. But this is it. We're done. I'm calling this today's project complete. This is it. We did the floor. Hold on. I got to put on my El Jefe hat. All right. So this is what we've done. We've built the door. The door frame here, 36-inch door, 70 inches tall. This is probably the least square of all the doors, or of all the walls, because we don't have an actual floor or bottom brace going across the whole thing. But that's okay, because this will slot into the walls, and the walls will force it into its rectangular-ish shape. And here we have our front wall, which will be on this side. Here we have our back wall, which will be, well, by the wall. This is 5 inches out, because it has to be 5 inches out so they can run the plumbing back there, or whatever. This wall will be over here by the bar, and it will be anchored in to our door on this side and our front wall on this side, on top and on back and on bottom. And the front wall will be anchored into, or the back wall here will be anchored into the front wall, and the door wall on top, as well as on bottom for the, I think I put this stud on backwards, because it's going to be a bitch to anchor that one in. Oh well, if we don't anchor it in, we won't anchor it in. Nobody will know. It'll be fine. I'll know. I'll figure out a way to anchor it in. It'll be fine. I'll get some long screws. These are 1/2-inch screws. I'll need to get inch screws and anchor them in at the bottom. That way, so they'll be anchored in the bottom, anchored into the top. And then both of these walls, the front wall and the door wall, will be anchored into the side here. And then, of course, around the bottom, we'll do liquid nails to secure it down here on bottom so it won't shift its orientation in any way, shape, or form. And that's it. That's how it'll go. We'll set them up to be frank. I'll set everything up tomorrow. I'll put out a call. I'll need a couple of volunteers to come and help me stand everything up properly. That one's going to be 5 inches away from the wall. Everything else just kind of goes up in its place. I need a couple of volunteers to come and help me put everything in place. And then when they show up and we do our thing, we'll do it. I mean, I may be able to do it myself, but this is the key. This one's the key. This one needs to be in its spot, anchored in, and then everything else can kind of move up to it. But this one needs to be anchored into its spot. 5 inches from the wall. And maybe I'll set some blocks up. It'll be 5 inches, 5-inch blocks like so. So it'll hold its squareness to the wall all the way up, from the ground up. It'll hold its place to the wall. And then I can just drill that one into the wall. And into this one. And it'll come out to here. Then I could have it just hold it up on the side. Then bring the door up over here. Drill it into the wall. Now, see, I've got to put the liquid nails in, though, to anchor it to the floor. Once the liquid nails goes on the bottom, it ain't moving. Alright, let me sleep on it. Alright, guys. What do I do with my phone? Okay, that's enough of the El Jefe hat. I can take off the El Jefe hat. Now I'm just the boss. Whoops. Go view chat for a minute. Ugh. Well, I mean, the whole thing would be easier with another person, but I'm pretty sure I could do it alone. I just, it just takes it takes more time and thinking your way through it. The thought process requires, whoops, where'd my picture-in-picture go? The thought process just requires more planning and thinking. No, Ting Ting, I'm not planning on using anchors. I am planning on using liquid nails because I don't have the tool to shoot it into the ground. Um, it's true. Kilts came from France. They originated in France, and they moved. They went from France to uh, France as the Celts moved through France, and the Gauls moved through France and into the British Isles and changed from Gauls to Celts. They became they carried on the tradition, and at least I heard that back in high school. That may not be true. Maybe it was wrong, but I remember that from high school. Kilts from France. Kilt Society de France. Did kilts come from France? The earliest written source that definitively describes the belted plaid or great kilt comes from 1594. The great kilt is mostly associated with the Scottish Highlands, but also used in poor lowland rural areas. Oh, I guess they did originate in Scotland. But what is the connection with France? Maybe it's just that France, the close relationship between France and Scotland. Kilt is a symbol of Brittany Celtic heritage. The 3,000 different tartans worn today. Yada 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 yada. So there you go. I don't want to watch. Yeah, I'll pass. But no, Ting Ting, I'm not going to use anchors. I'm going to use the liquid nails. It's just easier, more convenient. I can run a bead along the bottom of the walls with the liquid nails, and then place the walls in place. That's it. So that's what I'm gonna do. The challenge is just gonna be getting everything into place. Oh shit! It's 2:00. Can't believe I've been plugging away at this since like 10 o'clock. 4 hours? Yeah, 3.5 hours. I started working tonight at 10:30. But I guess if you're having fun, it doesn't feel like work. Well, anyway, I'm gonna grab myself a drink at the bar. Rusty Nail across the street is already closed. I'm not gonna be able to get a drink there. I'll just have to get a drink here. I work too late. And then I'll be back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna finish this project tomorrow. I'll probably live stream the completion of it. Yeah, that's that. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, children of all ages, be awesome to each other. Continue being awesome to each other. And remember, life is too short for bad whiskey and too long to do nothing about it. Be awesome. Cheers. Good night.